Welcome, welcome everyone. This is Nancy Thompson, Create with Nancy. And I know I was so prepared to be right on time today, but I had a few technical difficulties. So I hope you're still here and looking for me. And if you are, leave me a comment because it is such a beautiful day today. The sun is shining here in central New York, and the weather is kind of balmy, and so I hope you're home and are able to join me today because I have some awesome things to share with you. So whoops, hold on here. I just need to quiet something. There we go. Okay, hello Elaine, hello Linda, and hi Patty. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I got logged out of my streaming software and I had to find my password, and then I had to create a new one. So it's been the last 5 minutes of rushing around and getting everything set up. So I'm so glad you guys are here today. Are you ready for that splash of color? Did you see those beautiful colors I showcased? I don't know, maybe 20 minutes ago. So hello, Linda and Patty, and Shirley is here, and Carolyn. So welcome, welcome. Okay, so should we get started? And there's Wendy and Jean as well. So if you're joining in, please say hello and feel free to comment. I love to hear people's input on the projects. If you have questions about stuff, so don't hesitate to let me know you're here or to comment about something. Hi Pat and hi Sharon. So let me make sure my desk here is set up for you guys to see everything. Okay, so I think this will be okay. All right, so let's get started because it's all about the creativity, right? So, and that's why you're here today, is to see some of that. So what I am focusing on today is all these gorgeous colors of circles. What do you guys think? They are just fun. I don't know who has the layering circle dies. Does anybody out there have the layering circle dies? Because if you do, you are going to love today's projects, okay? So what I did is here are the layering circles in case you don't know what they are, okay? The layering circles, there's like the solid circle and then there's a scallop circle. And these all nest inside one another. Let me see here. Does this one match up? No, that one's too big. Because I've got some out, so I might not. So when you so the inside, the solid circle will go right on top of that scalloped edge. So you really create a nice layering image there. I don't use these enough, but today's projects will inspire you to pull them out and put them to use. So let me get started. So what else? Well, that's later on. I got to think here. That getting all flubbered up here before and getting disconnected just kind of like get you out of sync here. So I'm trying to get back in the sync. All right, so we got these circles. So can you see how so I started with this. Can you see how they just all kind of nest inside one another? Let me see if I can get this zoomed in just a little bit more for you. Yes, here we go. So what I did is I took a piece of cardstock, okay, and I just laid them on there and I just kind of nested them. And it's okay if they're not totally perfect. Just get them as close as you can, okay, because the project is not going to make a difference what we're going to do today. So then what I did was I took my circles and then I cut out a solid white one with the largest die here, okay? Can anybody guess what we're going to make yet? Okay. So I'm seeing that a few people have. Patty has the ovals. Those are great too, because there's still lots of great things to do with this. And Kristen, she just got those last month. Oh, good. So here's some great ideas for you. Okay, so then I took my circle and then I laid them out like this, okay? And created a mix match of images, okay? So you just start, are you gonna, because each one of the 4 colors will fit on, obviously, one of your images there. Which one do I need? I need that, I gotta think. This is an extra one. So I'm going to show you how to layer these on. Once you've matched them up, then you're going to adhere them to this circle. And this makes it really, really easy to do. I'm just going to take our liquid glue. I'm making rainbows. You guessed it, Elaine. Yay! These rainbows are so fun and happy. So when I first started to do this card, I just immediately cut all of those little circles in half. And I'm like, Nancy, there's got to be an easier way to do it than this. So if you take this, and I didn't use a white circle on my first project. So if you take and put some glue on here, okay, and then start with the largest one first, okay, and we're going to just adhere that onto here. Let's just get this centered, okay. There we go. And these are just going to nest inside. So you can see this one's got, it's a little bit wider on this side versus this edge. It's not going to matter because it's the outer circumference that's going to nestle right inside of here to make this, putting these together so easy. Look how easy this is. Okay. So we've got our 4 circles. So we've made 4 cards. Well, more than 4 cards. Wait till you see what we're going to do. Okay, so we've got, well, you could make 4 too. There's a couple different ways that I'm using them. So now we're going to take, let me pull in my trimmer here. Okay, and this is about a 3-inch wide circle. And the best way is, yeah, I think it's 3-inch. Maybe it's a bigger than that. Yeah, it's 3 inches. So it's about 1.5 inches is what it is. Okay, so I'm just going to put it in the center, and it's okay if it's not exact because it doesn't need to be. And then I'm going to just cut these in half. Look at how easy. I might need to because it's 2 layers here. Take my snips here and just release those edges. All right, so now we've got 2 rainbows. Isn't that so cool? So how are we going to get this out? So what I did was, so I'm taking my 1-inch punch and I'm just going to bring it back down and just punch that out. So I've got my rainbow. Isn't that just amazing? I think you need to try this, okay? Rainbows are so fun and happy, and I think just using a bundle of different colors just is awesome. So, okay, so let's see what kind of card we're going to make, okay? I took, maybe I won't show it to the end, okay? Well, maybe I'll show it to you now. Okay, so here is today's card, okay? Isn't that kind of neat? How we created that rainbow. And then wait till you see how we got this, what we use for this pot here for the gold, okay? All right, so I pulled out my ornate floral embossing folder. I thought it's just the flowery background created just a fun, you know, springy type of background. So I've already pre-embossed that for you. This is a 3D embossing folder, so pay attention to your layering on how to layer it up for your sandwiching, okay? Okay, so let's go with, whoops, I think maybe I left today it's so springy, so I left the garage door open, and I think either Jack is back or somebody else is here visiting, so hopefully Cooper is quiet. Quiet's down. Okay, must be Jack. He's back to the house. Okay, so I think the first thing I wanted to do was start with the title, okay? Because I wanted to make sure I got that in and didn't get my rainbow up too high. And a funny thing is, I was using these dies, and I thought I lost the ST. I spent like 2 hours the other day looking for that ST die. And lo and behold, when I call somebody to see if they happen to have it, I started scrutinizing my dies a little bit better, and the ST is attached to the Patrick's. So we have St. Patrick's for the die. So these are from the Word Wishes dies, okay? They're in the annual catalog. I think they might have been new like last year, so it's kind of a fun set. There's like Thanksgiving, Father's, I think Mary, let's see, what's this one? Halloween, Christmas. It kind of touches on you know, some of the big holidays throughout the day or out the year. There's Easter, there's day, Mother's, and what's this one? New Year's. So it's just kind of a great set. And there's also a matching word set to go with it. So it's a bundle. So it's called A Wish for Everything. And I didn't check to see what page it was on, but you can look it up. You can see all the bundles in the back. Okay, so look for the Word Wishes dies. And then this is a Wish for Everything stamp set. So a lot of the dies are meant to go with, you know, there's St. Patrick's there, and then there's coordinating greetings for those really unique holidays. So for So for St. Patrick's Day, they have an inside greeting of "May the luck of the Irish go double for you." And then of course there's, you know, some great ones for, you know, Mother and Easter. There's a couple Easter, New Year's. Actually, there's one about menorah, trick-or-treating, and Thanksgiving, and Dad's as well. So check that out. It's a fun set. Okay. And just remember, your ST is attached to the Patrick's, so you don't spend 2 hours looking for it in your office like I was. Okay, so how are we going to add this? So I've already added some liquid glue to the back of my words. I cut these out with the brass foil paper that we have. I love it. It just kind of, you know, adds into that, you know, the coin with St. Patrick's Day. So we'll just, when you add, you know, your liquid glue onto the back of something, you let it dry clear. That acts like a total mini glue dot. So just always remember that. So this is just like a whole glue dot. And I did this yesterday as I'm prepping for today's project. Okay, so I just attached it to some excess mini glue dot strips, so it's all set and ready to go. All right, so let's add the ST here. There's that lovely ST and the word day. Okay, all right, so now let's add our rainbow on here. And I'm not watching comments. There's not a lot of sets that say anniversary. No, there's not, Linda, but there are some in there. I thought they kind of had like a new one this year that was geared towards anniversary. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of like bring my point over here to the edge of my cardstock. Okay, just kind of hit that down and then just trim this off here. I had some of these little pie things, so I don't know if there's a use for that or not. You could always save that for another time. Okay, so how are we going to make our pot? So I pulled out my handy dandy ice cream punch here. So this makes an awesome pot, don't you think? All I'm going to do is flatten the bottom of my pot here so it kind of looks you know, like that pot of gold that we're getting, right? Okay, so let's add some gold. These I did cut out with my 1/2-inch punch. I know it's retired. I just couldn't give it up because I just love that half inch punch there. So let's just add some of these on here, and then we'll grab some dimensionals because I'm going to just pop this up. I love adding dimensions to my project. Just adds that. It just makes it pop so much more. So don't forget, did somebody say ice cream? I know, I think, you know, Scanellas ought to be opening up pretty soon. Mr. Cooper is waiting for that to happen. He loves to go for ice cream. Okay, how's that looking? So we're going to put this on Daffodil Delight today. What do you think? I just thought that just made it pop. This one here, I used the Granny Apple Green. So which background do you guys like better? Do you like the Granny Apple Green or the Daffodil Delight? So let me know that too. I gotta switch out to find another dispenser here. Okay, so let's add. I like to add a lot more adhesive when I've got an embossed piece here because it just strengthens it up a little bit more. Okay, so make sure you're sticking around because I've got another project using these lovely rainbows. Okay, are you liking that? Isn't that just gorgeous? So fun and happy. So I have 2 cards all ready to go out. So make sure you're commenting, and I'm going to write down some numbers right now. And so I'll draw for 2 people. I'll get them addressed and to go out in tomorrow's mail. All right, so let's, I've already stamped May the Luck of the Irish go double for you. Okay, let's add this to the inside. So hopefully you should get these cards in the mail so you can mail them on to someone else and bring somebody else some fun, some joy, some happy mail. Okay, so let's add a few coins to the inside here. Don't you think we want a little sprinkling of coins to the inside here as well? Okay, Carolyn, you definitely want one, huh? My number is. Okay, so let's add, I felt like I had a third one here somewhere. Here we go. We got another one. So we got a little pile of, I felt like that needed to be closer. Little pile of coins right there. So what do you guys think? Do you love it? Isn't that just so happy? Okay, so let me show you what I did to the envelope. No designer paper, but look what I did to the envelope. I ran the embossing folder through, I ran the envelope with the embossing folder, and all I did was, let's open it up. Let me show you how to do this because it's going to need to go in this way, okay? Long ways, you know, the width through the machine, okay? So you just are going to open up your envelope like this, get it to the edge of where the crease is, and then run it through. So easy. And actually, I do 2 at a time because the impression is so deep that that's totally fine. So if you're making more than one, these were both run through at the same time, and I cannot see a difference with them. So, okay, so we've got 2 cards right here. And actually, one of my customers is going to get one of these because her birthday is on St. Patrick's Day. So I don't know if she's tuning in, if she knows who she is, but so she's going to get one of these for next week. Okay, so are you ready for another project? So pretty for a wedding or shower envelope. Yes, it is. Using that on your, you know, sometimes you don't want to add DSP or maybe you don't have a coordinating DSP like we used with this card, but adding that texture on the envelope just makes it a little bit more, it does make it envelope, but it makes it like pop, like you've, like it's a custom envelope that you went to like, a stationery store and had it pre-ordered. Okay, so our next project, we're going to pull in the Brights designer paper. Okay, I'm trying to start using up my designer paper because all of these colors and papers are going to retire in just a few more weeks. So let's see, 1, 2. So in 2 weeks, we are going to get the retired list of what's retiring in our annual catalog. So make sure you are tuning in on March 24th to grab that list and grab anything that you're, really, really want before it's gone, before it runs out of stock, because it's all after March 24th. It's while supplies last for the annual catalog. So, so make sure you tune in and grab that retired list and place any order that you may have to grab what you need. There could be some things that are at a discount. If there's something that you really, really love, especially the in colors, you're going to want to grab it now before even the list comes out, or because some of the things are already on low inventory, some of those in colors, and I'm not sure if we'll run out ahead of time and they're not going to make any more. Stampin' Up! Hasn't released that and told us, so if so kind of keep that in mind as well. Okay, so we're going to do something with these gorgeous other 3 circles that I have. Okay, we're going to use black cardstock for a background, and I pulled out Granny Apple Green. I think any of the bright colors, because I'm using a lot of bright colors here, are going to work great with this idea. Okay. So let's see. So we are going to start with, we're going to take one of our circles. So I don't know, which one should we go with? The magenta, the granny, or the, I don't want to do granny because that's what's going on there. I'm thinking, let's go with the gorgeous grape one, okay? I think we'll go with this one. We're going to pull our cutter back in, okay? And we're going to line it up kind of halfway, that 1.5 inch area, center it, and just give it a cut, okay? And so easy. Let's, there's just so many uses for these circle dies. This is the tip of the iceberg. Okay, so we've got it cut in half. So now this one, we are going to just, I'm going to add some adhesive on the back here. These are going to go on flat, okay? I'm going to just leave about 1/4 inch on the edge, okay? Now this one, I'm going to butt it up like this, okay? There. How's that looking? Pretty good? Isn't that kind of fun? Like a fun card? Okay, so next we're going to add some linen thread. I didn't measure this. This is quite a long piece. It's probably close to a yard. But I like doubling it up with linen thread. I like to have a little bit, I don't know, just a little bit more oomph to it. Sometimes just that single strand is just not enough. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to layer this onto our white, basic white cardstock here. All right, it's just got 1/8 inch. I can't remember the measurements I used. All right, let's go back to our linen thread. Linen thread, I don't know. I feel like you can use a ton of it because it's not that expensive. Looks like it might have a flat magenta. I'm kind of like reading the comments. A lot of you were asking for a magenta. I went with the gorgeous grape. Okay, so let's tie a bow. Sometimes I tie a knot. There we go. All right, that actually stayed pretty tight. So let's just adjust it. You got to remember to pull both strands at the same time. All right, I think that looks pretty darn good. I'll trim them afterwards in case I want to readjust my bow. Okay, how does that look so far? Okay, all right, so let's add some words to this, okay? So I use my stitched rectangle dies. I use the birthday greeting out of the A Wish for Everything stamp set, and I use the happy thinlet from that Word Wishes die set. So, because I want to make sure, It's really the first time I've used this set, I think. So it's great. I love how it's incorporated with the two words together. So we're going to add some dimensionals to this. I have some right here. All right. Let's put some dimensionals across here. Okay. And you could really do this concept with any type of shape. I've seen it done with the triangles, the stitched triangles, even the squares, the layering squares as well. There's lots of great ideas with this. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. You know, doesn't that look like a happy birthday card? I'm still making tons of birthday cards for my quilt guild, because there's at least, I don't know, anywhere from 5 to 10 cards that go out every single month for them, for members. So it's kind of fun to always be creating a neat card for them. And also for my team members. I send them a birthday card as well. Whoever has a birthday that month. So let's get rid of these. I'm adding dimensionals on the back of this layer. Okay, we're going to mount this on basic black cardstock. I think the black just kind of helps all these colors pop, don't you think? All right. There we go. I just feel like this is wobbly because it's so skinny. All right, let me find some scissors here. I gotta get my big ones out here. There. Oh, yeah. Don't you love that double, like that double bow of the linen thread? Doesn't it kind of like add something to it? So we're not finished yet. Let's add a little bit of bling, if I can find it. We're going to add the Artistry Blooms sequins here. These are kind of fun to use. It's just some fun colors to add. There's like a blue, a pinky, orange. They're kind of like pearlescence in here. And I'm sure these are going to retire as well this year. So, I'm not sure which color I want to pop with. So this is the fun part. It's just kind of, I think we're going to go with the blue here. We'll just add some of these on here. They've already got glue on them, adhesive, so it really makes it easy to apply. What do you guys think? Isn't that fun? And you see the pop there of color. Okay, we are going to decorate our envelope here. And those sequins kind of go with a lot of different things because they're subtle enough to add some fun bling to it. Okay. Linen thread is fun to work with. I like how it kind of curls. All right, so let's dress up our envelope with some designer paper because I had to cut that designer paper like 3 3/8 because I was able to get the card and the envelope out of the paper. So 2 1/4. Let me just measure this. So the card is 3 1/4 wide by 5 inches, okay? And then this leaves you 2 1/4 inches for your envelope flap. And it is just enough. Okay, glue. I'm having issues here. Let's try a different one. There we go. That is all the fun part of live today. So, okay. So you're going to see how much is left over. So you really truly only need 2 1/4 inches. All right, we don't see any envelope flap there, so we're good. But look how close to the edge. It just fits. Let me do this. Can you see that? It just fits on there. Isn't that amazing? So you truly only need 2 1/4. Okay, so there's not much to trim off on this one here. So here we go. So hopefully next week I'm going to have some amazing news to share with you about a team event an event I'm doing with my team. I'm partnering with my team, so make sure you're tuning in next week as well. And it's St. Patty's Day. I have some fun treats that I think I'm going to be sharing. I think those was what I'm going to do in time for Easter, or some last minute St. Patty treats. So tune in that day as well. Okay, so here is this card. All right, let me move a few things out of the way. Let me show you a few other color schemes, okay? So which one? This is with Mango Melody background. Even though there's no mango in there, in the rainbow, I think it still goes really well with it. Okay. And then we have Coastal Cabana here. Isn't that just beautiful? And then here is a Daffodil Delight. This one I use the word, this is the other design. There's two designs, well really 4 designs, but 2, this is the flip side. This is the words. It's a really tiny words on the background there. I'm not sure what it says. To love what you do and share what you love. That's what it's on there in all the different languages. So isn't that fun? Isn't that a great way to use up, I'm not sure where it went. Here we go. To use up your designer paper collection, you could do this. I love the brights. Personally, I'm not sure. It might look okay with, it still probably look okay in any of the other color collections as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will, let me think here. So make sure you, if you need to place an order before the retired list comes out and you want to make sure you get some of those hot projects, make sure you do that. Okay. And let's see here. So let me know which color scheme you love the best. Did you like this one? Well, did you like the St. Patty's Day card? Or did you like the more, what do you want to call this? This is just a shape card. The layering circles type thing. Okay. Tell me which card you liked better. Okay. And if you have a suggestion, let me know if there's some, bundle or something that's going to be retiring, because that's another thing to keep in mind. All the bundles that are in the current catalog, the bundle pricing is what is retiring, and we won't know until the list comes out whether the actual stamp set and dies are retiring. Okay, so look at that as well. Start making a wish list, and so you can kind of see what you have and what you still want to get. Okay, because the new catalog comes out on May, it's either the 4th or the 5th. I need to write down those dates so I've got them in my mind. I think it's the 4th. Okay, is May 4th when it comes. So, oh good, Sharon, I'm glad you love both. Oh, comment winners. So the other thing is, you know what, I'm going to add one more number in there. Okay, so my comment winners today is number 32, number 48. They're going to get one of the St. Patrick cards, and number 50 is going to get a special gift for me today, because today is my 50th episode for a live. I was counting the weeks and then I kind of turned it over to episodes, okay? Because sometimes I was doing a couple lives a week and I wanted to start to keep track. So, Star Wars Day, May 4th, be with you. Oh, Linda, thank you. That's adorable. Thank you. So, I'm not sure what I was kind of like, as I'm writing out my little script today, I'm like, oh, it's my 50th episode. So I will pull some fun treat for whoever was the 50th comment winner today. Okay. So have an awesome day. Get out and enjoy this heat wave that we're having, because next week we're going back to, cold temperatures again, and I will see you soon. Thanks so much. And thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.